Okay, so what we're learning on heliocentric today is basically Hulu specials and Amazon Prime. So, those are the main digital software data electronics that we use, and those are the main captains of those types of details as far as knowing where the street lights are and what is out in the environment today in the urban city centric of Spotify. And it's pretty much where you're using these types of logos and coordinate displays to promote these types of deals. So, this is pretty much where you're looking at midpoints, 974 midpoints from either or, looking between catfish and T-Mobile. And that's pretty much where that goes as they transition through the modes of both districts and departments. And that's just working out one of the symbols of LAT. And it's worth about $98,889.41. So it has its commercial property rights. It has its evidence to have the authorized service that it has. So it's pretty much as good as it get after you get more to 7th grade to 10th grade to junior year in college. So it's basically looking at 2018 going to 2022, and it's pretty much after you spent more than $8 million looking for more than more of Denali 2022 times. So that's pretty much where after you get more results like this, where you're looking into a metropolitan city of a sort, and you seeing more of the inner circle of the city, and you seeing more of the suburban look of the city, and that's a code and a distance as well to my perceptions and programs that I have at EcoHerb. So that's pretty much where we're using EcoHerb and Google Fi to determine 971 dimes on Google Fi. That's what that is. So it's pretty much if you had 971 hundreds, you'd be able to make 650 shrimp 617 times. So it's basically where you could be making that much if you put that much in instead of putting a $50 bill in. So it's pretty much where you're looking at either 971 in hundreds, or you're looking for 550s, and being able to look at 550s and being able to make more of 650 shrimp 617 times. And it's pretty much after you're using like 550s, and it's pretty much where you using a bigger DeWalt or Energizer Bunny to promote those types of details. So it's pretty much where EcoHerb goes on its extra boost of Amasi's at the time. So that's pretty much where that goes on the behalf of heliocentric theory, and heliocentric theory uses all these above in my programs and perception. So it's pretty much as you keep in balance with your day, and being able to urbanize with the infrastructure of the metropolitans in the area. So just looking at the local Dallas, the local El Paso, the local Houston, the local Amarillo, the local Abilene, the local Lubbock, the local Waco. You're looking at all different types of cities within the local counties that you're in Ball Cones, Dick Nichols, Little Stacy, Little Enfield, Ramsey, Shipe, Elizabeth Nay. You're looking at those types of communities like that, and it's pretty much as you add more to aerospace and aerodynamics. You add more intuitive language to it. So that's pretty much where you're giving the conductor something to play with as far as acknowledgement wise. And that's pretty much where you're dealing with T-Mobile and Frost Interscopes that have some of that aspirations with that, with 971 dimes and 41 cent in nickels. So that's pretty much when you're using that characteristic 989 times. So that's pretty much you're using $98 million to promote those details. And it's pretty much where EcoHerb uses its main characteristic of leads going to more of Bill Worth Lot Industries and Enterprises at EcoLeaf. So it's pretty much what the crew members or the service members or the associates, affiliates, or advisors will be working on at the time. So it's pretty much working in my state of characteristics, knowing that it's part of the state of Texas and a part of aquatics. And it's a big tradition in Waco to Smithville at the hour. And that's pretty much where you're using 98 years of tradition to promote those types of deals on ADP, and using trucking lines to promote those details. So all in all, that's just a fair point of Declaration of Independence, which is a fair trade of 971 trucks, where you're looking at 971 trucks in a parking lot or something like that. So I was looking at $98,808 preview right there. So that's 971 trucks right there. That's 971 trucks. If it's 3 squares, that's what they represent, if that's what that say. So that's pretty much where you're using it. 98,808 description rate, something that I have a plural meaning of how much something costs, and being able to multiply it times 54, multiply it times 5 times 4 is pretty much what the dealership is looking for in PMC 2 squared rating. So it's pretty much where you're looking for a nice expansion of 1938 of 2012. So it's pretty much where you're getting a more fuller rate of what you could be doing at what time and what hour, and being able to look at more of audio visual about 908 hours a decade at the time. So that's pretty much a full lifetime of DWL's Industries at the time, as we work with Central Markets in the Midwestern Territory, and Cesar Chavez with the Jack in the Box, Wendy's, and Taco Bell. So that basically follows up with 98, 93, 1898 to 1993. As we know a little bit more about Gandhi, and being able to look more about Nelson Mandela and Lawrence Fishburne, and after that it just goes back into the acting position, and it's pretty much where you're looking at more of free trade, free enterprises, when you have the same truck and they have different colors, and they're possibly even different companies. And it's pretty much we're using the whole detail of that whole deal of free enterprise. Free trade is when they have more of the same truck, the same color, more predominant to be a plural compound. So it's pretty much we're using that whole detail coming from on Declaration of Independence of that. So it's pretty much where you're looking at the whole proposition of eco-leaf, and understanding what lat is and what Treaty Luck is, and stand back years of 1933 to 2003. And it is basically looking at you and me and the team, understanding where we're at and where we're from. So that's basically going from 1933 to 2002. We're basically looking from Massachusetts of New York, Massachusetts of Rhode Island, from 1933 to 2002, and then that's basically going from March to August. And it's just looking at white chicks while shopping, and being able to decor yourself within your normal home or your normal hotel that you're in after you spend 9,800 948 times. And that's pretty much as you use that 448 times at 4:48 p.m. on the normal yearly rating. So that's just about 971 years of difference at the hour. So that's pretty much we're using 9.6 million one time, and then using it again 332 times. So that's pretty much where you're using 9.6 million to stay alive in 2026 to 2046, and it's pretty much where you're using that whole amount majority of the time. So it's pretty much as you using your context of 990 miles a year or a decade. You're working with more of more of 342 990 miles a decade. So let's look at this again and look to see if we got a clearer picture. 347, 38, 847, and 3808. Okay, so this code pays the whole bill for everything actually. So we have additional codes that do different things, and it's basically we're using different programs to make sure that this company is paid for 948 months. So it's just all part of Catfish Industries payment. So Catfish Industries is the one paying the 9,848 times. So it's pretty much looking at 9,200 dimes and 48 cents. 92, 48 in dimes, and that's pretty much where you're using that whole statistic.